Rats overrun Vallejo's ferry building, a health emergency. Rats running wild around a busy commuter hub. If that doesn't make your skin crawl, nothing will. The normally picturesque Vallejo ferry terminal has become the stage for a rodent takeover, and locals say the situation isn't just unsettling, it's a full-blown public health emergency. It all starts in the pre-dawn dark, when barista Naomi Brenes unlocks the doors of Panama Bay Coffee. Nearly every morning, she has to dodge whiskered intruders, scurrying across the street and even between customers' feet. It's crazy, she admits. The rats act like they own the place. She worries about the unknown pathogens stowaway rodents can carry. Think leptospirosis, salmonella, or even hantavirus. For a cafe that prides itself on a clean, welcoming vibe, the constant rodent traffic feels like a nightmare. But here's where it gets controversial. The rats don't disappear after sunrise. NBC Bay Area reporter Jody Hernandez visited around lunchtime and spotted a lively colony rummaging through trash bags inside the building's dumpster, leaping in and out as if rehearsing for a circus act. That midday sighting challenges the common assumption that rats hide once the city wakes up. Ferry passengers are understandably on edge. One rider, Myrna McDonald, recalled a close encounter in the parking lot. "You don't want them scurrying around your ankles," she warned. "Rats can spread all kinds of diseases." She's right. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention lists more than a dozen illnesses transmitted by rodents, everything from rat bite fever to plague. Yes, the same plague from medieval history. And this is the part most people miss. A single female rat can produce up to 60 offspring in a year. Imagine how quickly one dumpster colony can explode if nothing is done. City Hall knows it has a problem. In an official statement, Vallejo acknowledged the seriousness of the situation and said it is actively monitoring the infestation. A pest control contractor was supposed to inspect the terminal on Thursday, but ironically had to postpone. That delay fueled frustration among locals who feel city leaders are reacting instead of acting. No surprise there. Brenes sighed. She claims her company has filed multiple complaints since the city cleared a nearby homeless encampment earlier this month. Her theory? Displaced trash piles and leftover food may have sent the rats scrambling toward the ferry area in search of easier pickings. Whether or not that's the main cause, the timing certainly raises eyebrows. Meanwhile, the terminal's janitor wages a daily battle armed with mops, brooms, and disinfectant. He says he's doing everything he can, but the rodent army keeps growing. Anyone who has tried to wipe peanut butter off a mousetrap knows how relentless these creatures can be when food is plentiful. Bold point of debate: should the city shoulder all the blame? Or do nearby businesses and commuters share responsibility for proper waste disposal? Some residents argue the problem will persist unless everyone, from baristas to boat captains, locks down dumpsters and tidies up food scraps. Question time. Do you believe Vallejo officials are moving fast enough to protect public health? Could the homeless encampment cleanup really be the root cause, or is that just a convenient scapegoat? Most importantly, who should foot the bill for long-term pest control? Taxpayers, property owners, or ferry operators themselves? Let us know where you stand. Agree, disagree, or propose a radical solution we haven't heard yet. Vallejo's rat problem: how SCRAT is making a difference. Imagine a bustling ferry terminal suddenly overrun by dozens of rats, scurrying through streets and terrifying local businesses. This was the grim reality in Vallejo, California, until an unlikely group of heroes swooped in to save the day. But here's where it gets controversial. Was it the city's swift action, or a vigilante group of terrier owners from Sacramento that truly turned the tide? Published on July 28, 2025, this story highlights the dramatic efforts to combat a rat infestation that had residents and business owners on edge. Businesses near the Vallejo ferry terminal were in a state of panic as rats became a common sight, even during daylight hours. Workers at the Panama Bay coffee shop, for instance, were too frightened to dispose of trash due to the overwhelming rodent presence. Reed Pratt, a barista at the shop, noted that the situation had worsened over the past few weeks. with rats becoming a frequent sight on the streets, often run over by cars. This alarming trend prompted residents to take to social media and file complaints with the city, demanding immediate action. Enter the Sacramento Canines Rat Annihilation Team, SCRAT, a group of terrier owners who took matters into their own hands. Over a single weekend, they claimed to have eliminated nearly 60 rats. Emily Iniguez, a member of SCRAT, explained that their dogs caught 27 rats on Friday night and 30 more on Sunday night, drawing crowds of onlookers who cheered on the canine heroes. People definitely recognize it's a massive problem in that specific area, Iniguez remarked. And this is the part most people miss. The rat infestation wasn't just a random occurrence. Kent Fortner, founder of the Mare Island Brewing Co. Ferry taproom, pointed out that the rats migrated to the area after a homeless encampment cleanup across the street. This just kind of became the highway where the rats that used to infest that area just kind of cleared out, he explained. While the city eventually responded by setting traps and cleaning up the area, many credit SCRAT for providing immediate relief. The city's Public Works Department has since stepped up, deploying more traps, expanding street sweeping through the end of July, and conducting routine inspections and cleanups. Assistant City Manager Nalungo Conley assured the public, "We're committed to working hand in hand with our partners and the public to resolve this issue swiftly and effectively. But the question remains, could the city have acted faster? Or was it the unconventional approach of SCRAT that made the difference?" Both Pratt and Fortner expressed gratitude that the infestation hadn't significantly impacted their businesses. Pratt emphasized the extra precautions taken to maintain cleanliness and sanitation, while Fortner hopes to move past the incident and refocus on what Vallejo has to offer. "It's tough. You feel like you get kicked a lot when you're in this town," he admitted. So, what do you think? Was it the city's efforts, the terrier team's intervention, or a combination of both that finally eased Vallejo's rat problem? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is one debate that's sure to spark differing opinions. Vallejo's rodent infestation, what you need to know. Imagine living in a city where the streets are not just bustling with people, but also with an unwelcome, scurrying population of rodents. This is the reality that Vallejo officials are grappling with, as they openly acknowledge the severity of the rodent infestation plaguing their community. But here's where it gets controversial. While some residents are calling for immediate, drastic measures, others are questioning the effectiveness of traditional pest control methods. And this is the part most people miss. The root causes of the infestation, which often go unaddressed, are just as important as the solutions. So let's dive into the details and explore the multifaceted issue of rodent control in Vallejo. Jerry Wu, a breaking news intern at the Chronicle, is a rising junior at Northwestern University, where he studies journalism and international studies. His journey in journalism began with an internship at his hometown newspaper, the San Diego Union Tribune, where he worked on the government and watchdog team. At his college newspaper, the Daily Northwestern, Jerry has worn many hats, including managing editor, campus editor, diversity and inclusion chair, and a senior beat reporter covering local labor unions and student activism. He is also a senior editor for New Asian, Northwestern's Asian American magazine. Outside of his journalistic pursuits, Jerry enjoys street photography, fishing, and playing pickleball. Having spent his formative years in San Mateo, he is thrilled to return to the Bay Area this summer. Jerry's diverse experiences and passion for storytelling make him uniquely qualified to shed light on the complexities of the rodent infestation in Vallejo. As he delves into the issue, he invites readers to consider the broader implications of pest control and the importance of addressing the underlying causes. So, what do you think? Should Vallejo officials focus on immediate eradication methods, or is it time to rethink our approach to pest control entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's spark a conversation about how we can better manage this persistent problem.